And I finally got the closed captioning to work, so that should be
awesome
as well.
Yeah, I get the impression that will help a lot.
Yeah. There was an issue this morning. The live stream wasn't recording. It was on the Zoom end. It wasn't ours. So.
Well, thanks for sorting that out.
No, not a problem. I do know that the videos on YouTube, you can get closed captioning on those. So.
Yes, and you can edit them as well, but
yeah,
that might be a step too far. People are dropping in. It's good. Well, how's everyone doing? Still full of energy, I can see.
Really?
Hopefully more energetic than I am.
I'm definitely, I think.
I'm feeling, I got up early this morning for me.
I see for the morning office hour only Paul signed up.
Yeah, I hope some of our subcontinental TAs will also be able to go.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a better time for them.
Easier. Yeah.
Okay, are there any questions? Anybody? I know that Yunjin and Alex might want to do some troubleshooting.
Yes. Let's see, is it possible somehow to have I don't know if people will be a bit annoyed by our debugging or not.
I think
there? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say I don't have a problem with it, and as long as we can somehow mask your password or something.
Yeah, I could probably change it. And alternatively, if it sounds like no one's actually having a problem with this, so we could break off into a separate room too, whatever makes sense for the group, because it's only an hour, I think.
Yeah, and but we noted that the video is recording.
Yeah. We did do something similar, I guess, last week.
Yeah, I wrote down his password. It's great. It works for everything. His bank account and no, I'm just kidding. But okay, well, yeah, if you guys want, I can share my screen, or if someone has a question that maybe is more direct, they can go first, whatever makes sense.
Yeah, maybe we can do that. Helen, Vanessa, Carly, you got any questions you would like addressed before we get deep into Alex's account?
I was just still struggling on the login. Like, I was trying to do it and I really can't get it, and I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. So I was hoping I could get help with that, because I feel like I can't keep moving forward until I at least get the data.
Yeah, I think Yunjin will be your guy.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I tried to make the folder, and then I made a NASA account, and then I tried to type it in, but I don't know if I'm typing it in the right spot in the cell. So I was just trying to get help.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So
could
that's
you
two
maybe
login related questions? And Vanessa, do you have anything?
Sorry about that. So generally struggling with maybe just understanding from the first assignment, and I think maybe this means I just need to go back through the notebook a little bit more carefully. I was kind of hoping other people would have the same doubts about the first homework assignment with the MOGI source modeling and things like that. In discussing it with another classmate, it just, I guess I'm trying to understand, are we aiming to, how do we know what range, for example, to kind of, to create in order to get the depth and the volume values for the homework assignment? Because I'm at this point, I'm kind of going off of the example that was given to us. And that's kind of how I know what my range is, what my max and my interval is going to be, but I'm not sure that I understand how to do that kind of on my for my own data, for example.
Yeah. So what he has you doing is, I guess, what we call a grid search.
Yeah.
You know the idea that you search for, you try a range of input values, and hopefully you bracket the range in which misfit starts high, goes low, and goes high again. What you would typically do is once you identify where there's a kind of a local minimum where the values are mostly down, then you would maybe zoom in. So you'd restart your search, but search a narrower range around the minimum, and do that until you're about as happy as you can be that you've nailed where the minimum is. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, like a very iterative process.
Right, and then there's a question about how small is small enough, which is very nebulous, and you could probably, once you probably get it to like 2 decimal places of misfit or something, you're probably then trying to fit noise and things. But that's a kind of a philosophical debate about, you probably need to know what the noise level is to be sure that you're below it.
Right.
But that would be the kind of the basic idea.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. And I wasn't super familiar with any of the kind of the earthquake type algorithms we were learning about today. So the whole thing is a steep learning curve, but yeah, really interesting. Thank you.
Are you into glaciers or something? Is that?
Really coming, honestly, most of my experience is with land use and deforestation and things like that. But very interested in InSAR, and Helen, who's also on the call, I work with her, and she does a lot of forest stand height and things like that. So a little bit outside the realm of exactly what we're talking about, but still very interesting.
It's good to know though, because we've been trying to make it more broadly relevant to more people.
Yeah, and I think the hazards, kind of the landslides and things like that application is very interesting too. And I was kind of wondering how related some of the concepts we were talking about today with movement of material and things like that for earthquakes, you know, how related that could be to landslides. But
well, yeah, you can certainly measure surface kinematics, so you can measure the movement of things. You won't be able to model them using the things that we've been showing you, but yeah, you can make detailed maps of how things are moving, and you can combine information from different lines of sight and get more be able to discriminate between vertical and horizontal motions much better, and that sort of thing. And some of the things we've been talking about with models can show some of those things. You know how the model displacement pattern wasn't symmetric, and that was because of line of sight effects. So understanding how movement maps into line of sight is still, it might be the most useful thing from today for that. And we can talk about that more if we run out of things to talk about.
Okay.
I have looked at landslides in the past.
Yeah.
They're one of many things that we see that we have to explain away before we can talk about faults often, because the movements are more dramatic quite often.
Okay, well, thank you for that explanation. I'll hand it over to someone with a pressing question.
Someone who, well, this is probably your time, Alex, if you want to fix your login.
Yep,
okay. That'll help Carly too.
Yeah, all right, let me get like the video set up over there. Okay, oh gosh, Zoom puts stuff at the top. What is this? Okay, so maybe the best way is, I guess I can kind of just work my way through the terminal here, and you guys can tell me what matters.
Yeah, one thing I might suggest before you get too deep into it is maybe zoom in once or twice.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So we can really read your password well.
Yeah, go ahead, take your screen grabs here.
Yeah, and after today's session, you may want to update your password also.
Yeah, probably. Not that it matters too much, but just, yeah. So I've got this. So I guess just the obvious thing to check was like, oh my gosh, did I put this in wrong because I'm stupid? So I copied and pasted it and actually logged into the page,
Okay.
and that worked. So it's not like I have a stupid copy paste error here.
That was something I was going to suggest for Carly, just to try test your login on the NASA webpage to make sure it works before you throw your hands up in despair.
And so now, based on our communication, could you also try to basically literally copy the same wget command and run that on your own local machine? Do you have wget on your terminal, your computer?
I don't, but you sent me the link to this site, and I'm sorry, I might have misunderstood. I thought you wanted me to use the GUI.
Yes. So your GUI works, which means, I believe, means your account is already authorized and approved, and so the downloading should be. Feels like the downloading should be not your account issue.
Okay. So should I just kind of launch git bash here and try to do everything through command line? Is that what you're thinking? Git bash as a bash emulator type of.
Yeah. Could you see? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gosh, I'm.
No worries.
Slow.
Here, just yeah.
Yeah. Just try these things. Oh, that's gonna be.
That's all right. You could just let's try even simpler in your terminal. You don't need to do all that. Just try the wget command in your notebook. If you go to the StreetMap app notebook.
Sure. Yes. Should I copy and paste from the chat, or do you remember it from?
No, if you could, I think it's easier if you go to the notebook, not Slack.
Got it.
Right here.
Yeah,
just
guy.
copy
this guy.
Yeah, this guy, and then type your user and password.
Put my stuff there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I lost my terminal. Alrighty. Oops.
You type user equals.
Right. Thank you. Oh my goodness, so clumsy. Must be nervous.
No worries. Nobody types this long these days anymore.
Oops. Alrighty, those seem like the right letters and numbers, right?
Well, it'll tell you they're not. They're not.
Okay, so this is the same issue, huh?
Unauthorized.
Let me just copy and dump this in Notepad and make sure I didn't do something stupid here with. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do this, but yeah, no, that's definitely it.
Does the $sign pose an issue with the shell, maybe?
Oh, that's such a good point. Yeah.
You put them in quotes.
Oh yeah. 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 So okay. So what's the best way to escape out of it, with quotes or
the
like
whole password in quotes, maybe? Oh.
Yeah.
Then now in here in this printed out message, you see there's a lot of links, right? For example, the last location with HTTPS, which has a link to these zip files. Up. Yeah, could you just type this? Yeah, just click.
I think it seems to be the profile stuff. It's a little hard to read in there, but it's. Right. I think it's the same printout that was showing up in the notebook, and it basically says your accounts.
Yeah. So you hear in the same in this.
It works.
So what did you do?
That's about to work.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't going. You're telling me to go to the top. I'm sorry, I was at the bottom. But like you said, right here.
Yeah.
If you look at this.
Click here. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I can save my file.
That's it.
it's going. It's a little slow, but
That is strange.
should I try changing my password?
So that works?
That works. Maybe the $sign I didn't even.
If you changed your password and it stopped working, then that would be interesting.
Yeah, it's special characters. Well, let's just, you know what? Let's use the same password, but what's the symbol that's not offensive to computer languages? Is the £sign safe?
I would just use another number.
Well, I think you need like a special character, your firstborn child, and
I'm not sure I have one.
Yeah.
I figured that no one's going to steal anything bad from me from my NASA Earth Data account.
Yeah. All right.
Upper lowercase in one letter is all it says, right?
Oh, you're right. Not a strong reader. Alrighty, I've got a new password now. Sure. Alrighty, let's just. Oh my goodness. I missed like the majority of the lecture because I was so obsessed with solving this problem. And that was it. It was the $sign, I think, in the password.
It only upset the shell and not the GUI, which is interesting.
What? It's not working?
It's working. Yeah. Or am I still sharing my screen?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
it's down here.
Great.
It's going. So problem solved.
I'm gonna try it in the notebook.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I could probably just paste it up here, but I need to update. Can I stop it now and
Control C,
Emacs?
yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. I changed that to a 1, right? Oh, nope. It's going to get very mad if I do that. I don't think I need.
Magic.
Ooh.
Wow, you guys are amazing. Okay. Problem solved.
Awesome.
I can stop sharing. I don't know, Carly, if this helped you at all. Hopefully, I'm not the only one who got something out of this.
Yeah, you are not the only one. I think there's several people has issues with it too. Could you post the chat or answer that? Maybe they have the same problem.
Yeah, I will. I'll
Thank you.
post in the Slack. Thank you so much. I really appreciate seems obvious now, but thank you.
Sure. As always, it's always something like that. I had a lot of those things also before.
I see Alex.
Hi, different Alex, but a similar problem. But I don't have a special character in my password, but I was having a lot of the same issues that Alex Sarmiento is having. Should I try to change my password on NASA?
Does it meet all the criteria, and can you log into it and download? So did you see the things that we tried?
I just came about 5 minutes ago, I admit, so I don't know. I just saw the special character was the issue. But I have the NASA data stream, like an API going to my QGIS, and I kind of wonder if this is causing an issue. Has anybody else? No.
I wouldn't have thought so.
So have you, so first let's get down to what's your basic message on your account issue. Have you ever in this course successful to download data from SF?
No.
Nothing worked for you for downloading yet.
Okay, yeah, I can't. Why can't I share my screen with you? I'm about to throw this government computer out the window. I can't share my screen. So
sorry, let me see if I can.
so I'm getting like errors that look similar to Alex's that say like request sent, temporary redirect, credentials not found, basically. username password authentication failed. And I changed my password already once today because I thought I had typed in the password wrong last week and this week, but that doesn't seem to be the issue.
But the .NET RC file is in your home directory?
I think so. Can somebody show me what that should look like so I can confirm?
If you open, do you know how to open the terminal in the in Jupyter? You go to like the file list, and then there's like a new.
Could you show me where that is?
Yeah.
You got it. Okay.
Find yourself here.
Yes.
New terminal. And by default, I think you should pwd will tell you you're in home Jovian, and that is like the home directory.
Yep.
And then you type ls-a, and it shows you all your hidden files, and my .NET RC file. It's there.
No, so, okay, I think this might be something I need to take to my IT department because I've tried to put this in the right folder before and it's still not showing.
This is nothing to do with your IT department. If you're on the remote system, this is all between you and the ASF. France.
So it's still not local. Okay. Okay.
So this is your home directory on OSL, not
on my computer. Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's helpful if Garrick, you can just show her step by step how to do that.
Sure. I'm going to make a file that's not my netrc file. RC fake, like so. So you would type this, but without the underscore fake part.
Okay.
Can you read that, or should I zoom in a bit more?
I can read it. Yeah. Perfect.
I can go further. Okay. All right, brilliant. And that opens a text editor. Now I can't remember what I'm supposed to put in here.
Let's see, it's
somewhere near the top. Where does it tell you where to make this thing?
I just pasted something in the chat. That might do.
That would help a lot.
great.
Oh, got it.
There you go. Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. So you would put 3 lines in this file. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
You got something like that.
Yep.
Then I think it's Control S, Control X to write it out. And you can
Control
see
X, Control C.
And then Control X, Control C to quit. So you can see it says it wrote a file. Control X, Control C to quit. And if you wanted to check that it had written it right, you can, just for fun, RC_fake. Does it need a carriage return in the last line? Engine?
Sorry?
Do I need a return on the last line? Or will this work?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Okay, I'll go back and edit it again just for fun. Right, and add an extra return. Control X, Control S, Control X, Control C. Now when I cap blah blah blah. There it is. All right, 3 lines. I don't have all these indents in mind, but it doesn't matter. My real one. I don't think it cares. So that's how you would. That's how you'd set it up.
Okay. I got a # in front of the .netrc file.
That means it's still being edited, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, can you tell I'm a silly geologist in this course?
I know you've done stuff with the image correlation, though. It's not like you're
Like ages ago, like I think I was a different person then. And it was just air photos, none of this business. Okay, so I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and then I won't take up other people's time if they have other questions, and I'll try to get this going. Thank you, Gareth, I
I'm
appreciate
pretty sure people's questions are mostly about this, though.
it.
So it doesn't hurt to dwell on it longer if there's more to try.
Try to get back in here. It says netrc has autosave data. Consider mx recover this file. What does that mean?
Now, so just make it again.
Okay.
If you follow the steps that you run Emacs, then it will open it up with your autosave, I guess. That's probably what the pound sign thing meant.
I see.
And make sure you save it first before you quit. And the save is Control-X, Control-S, one after the other.
Okay.
And then Control-X, Control-C to exit.
Okay. Control X, Control C.
Control-X, Control-C.
X, C. Okay. And then what did you say to quit?
Oh, no, that was to quit.
Oh, it's still.
It's Control-X, Control-S.
Oh, okay. Now it says route home. Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
it.
Right. So with that file in place, then you should be able to go to something like this, I would guess. And where is the wget link? Somewhere down here, right?
There you go.
Yeah. So you highlight this thing.
Yeah. And you should restart from the first cell.
Okay.
Yeah. So this thing, and maybe can I run that straight in the terminal? I think so, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It should chug away and download it.
Oh, you don't even have to put in user equals password equals it.
Well, now
if
you've got your
if your networks.
netrc file set up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. If you put your username and password in the top cell, it should work, but that didn't seem to work.
But it does this. If you went and copy and paste that thing. So I just copied wget blah and did Control-C to copy it and then just pasted it straight into the terminal.
Okay, let's see.
You've got 500 gigabytes of storage to waste. So do you get this enthusiastic vomiting of requests?
I haven't gotten there yet. But let's try. Doesn't work, though.
The suspense is killing me. Yeah. Where are you at?
I'm trying to now delete I'm trying to stop my server and restart it. I don't know. I'm having a hard time on my computer getting the Jupyter notebook to be stable. So it keeps kind of hanging, and the only thing that seems to work is to restart the server. But let's see. Launch server.
I don't know if that helps. I usually prefer to use Google Chrome for all the notebooks. Somehow there the display is always nicer.
Yeah, I am in Chrome.
Okay.
Thank you, though. We'll blame it on the government.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. It's just a web page.
Trust me, strange things happen. I think I can't explain it. I get kicked off of a lot of different web pages that I think I should be able to be on, but they don't seem to work as well.
Just take a poll of all the USGS people on there. Let's see.
We're actually not even allowed to use Slack. So I have to log on to the Slack in secret.
It's a web page too.
I know. I needed special permission to download Zoom for this course. That's great. Welcome. Okay. So let's go to StripMap.
In the meantime, is anyone else having this sort of problem? Is this the problem that other people are having?
I'm having a different problem with the other module.
Oh,
It's the geophysical modeling one where we're supposed to instead of searching the XY parameters, we're going to search the Z and volume parameters.
okay.
And it looks like I've gotten Z to work, but my volume keeps on coming out as 0, which doesn't make any sense.
That would be not fitting.
No.
It would better to have no model at all than a model. That's what. I actually messed with that today.
I have a feeling the problem's going to like boil down to like my lack of Python knowledge, but I have not been able to figure it out, and it's been a while.
Do you want to share your page? I
Yes, I
don't
can
have
do
anything
that.
on mine.
Okay, so this is what I've modified so far, and like down here it looks like it's searching through the different Z values, but V stays the same. And I'm a little bit, this is because I'm not super familiar with Python, but this part that I highlighted, that 0.2 and 0.4 is how I've been able to get the V value to change, except for it's the same and not necessarily searching through. And then at the end, when we find the best fitting source, the volume is at 0.
So what that print statement, what you're doing is you're changing the display and not changing the value of the variable. That's all just changing what it writes out to screen.
Under this print?
Yep. So you're not varying V at all by that command.
I thought it was so like this up here is like how like the max, min, and like intervals, and then the V right here is just what we want to print. Doesn't putting volume here bring it back up to this?
Where does it get the for L VSS in enumerate volume? Okay, so L should be the number. Volume L. All right, sorry, I'm following now. Okay.
Oh, there, that's bigger. That might be better.
Yeah. So why is it only going through? Oh no, it's going through 400 models. But it comes out with a model that's still.
You know,
Anyone else got a? Okay, so V volume 4F. Okay, so 4 decimal places of volume. You can see it writes out all numbers.
Oh, that's the decimal places? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I want that. Oh, and that's why it was showing up as 0 going down before. Okay.
Yeah. But I can't tell you why it's why it's saying 0 as your. It's because it shouldn't even search 0. It should go from, as you say, 0.02 to 0.04.
Is it okay that the volume going down is all the same? Or if like
Not really. I think I found the issue. In your top on your volume when you initiate it, your the step is very small. If you could change it to, for example, remove a 0.
Then it would search 3.
does it do the number of intervals have to be the same between Z and volume?
No.
No.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
it'll just loop through the range that you're setting there.
Okay, I was really caught up in having them be the same. So we're still getting, it's going a lot faster, which
Well,
is
it's
nice.
only doing 10 times fewer models now.
So yeah, we still have the same V going down, but volume is 0.
Is it? Where is it getting?
Could you scroll up a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, here.
that print statement is outside of that L loop, right? So
Yeah.
it's just always going to print the last L.
Oh, right. Okay, I know what the issue. Right. Who says that? It's exactly that. Put the print in with one more tab. Right. This is what is really printing for every loop. Good catch, someone.
Oh. Oh, and I see it just cycling through. Okay, but this is still 0.
Right. So then you have to figure out where it's grabbing that from.
Yeah, that 0 is just
statement.
that 0 is just the precision. You see, all your 0 is actually below 0.001. So in the end, in here you have a volume equals to a percentage mark 5.2. Change that to more. Change that to 5.4 something.
And so both this syntax, like the period 2, and then the I see, it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same syntax.
Right. Maybe make that 6.4 if you were doing it like, I guess, doing it properly, because that's the number of characters, right? It says 5 characters and 4 decimal places. That's what that syntax means.
5 characters, 4 decimal places.
So there are already 6 characters in a 4 decimal place number.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes, see, thank you guys. It was definitely my lack of Python, so I really appreciate it.
I actually had the same issue in the base code that was put in there had it tabbed out, so that might have been part of the sneaky test.
So usually what I do is actually I don't by default I don't tap anything of that when I write code, and then once I see the output, if I want to see it prettier, then I will adjust these those printout formatters accordingly.
Yeah, you can just do %F and it will write it out with all the decimal places.
Did anybody get caught up with I don't know if it was just mine or if like I messed it up, but like a range was actually a range because it had 2 R's.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the word arrange. It means,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mistype that all the time.
I am a noob at Python too. I just spend all my time Googling error messages.
you can also do money G instead of money F, and it'll just stop at like whatever significant figure it needs to show.
That's like scientific notation, right? Kind of.
Actually, well, mine's printing out with 0.003, but yeah, as opposed to the exponential.
Is the just the other student did her issue fixed?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot her name.
Alex?
No.
Could you do you want to show us? You are supposed to be able to share the screen. Can you?
I cannot. I don't have permission to do so on my computer.
Okay.
But I'm trying to. I tried what Gareth did, copied in the wget into the terminal, and I'm still getting unauthorized, even though I should.
Right. There are several steps. I think previous people also already identified several details. Could you just first try what we said with the other Alex on the web browser on your own computer? Could you just try to download it there first to make sure all your account actually works?
Yes, I'm going back into the NetRC to make sure everything looks good.
You could copy and paste that web address into your browser directly, and if you're logged in, it will download, and if you're not, it won't.
Oh, copy and paste the wget?
Not the wget, but the address that's attached to it.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
Oh. Oh, it says I didn't select a study area in my profile.
Okay.
Some people ran into
that.
that. I've seen that mentioned in the Slack.
Oh my God.
So I think, yeah.
Okay.
That might be the simple fix.
Wow. Okay, yes, I accept the user agreement. Okay, now it's downloading. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. You must be up to your eyeballs in dumb questions like this. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I
for
know that
your-
this is the biggest hurdle that anyone faces in this class.
I'm sure 80% definitely. I don't know how many percent definitely, including me, struggle with this all the time also.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
So Carly, what was has any of this helped you?
Well, mine keeps saying that my username is wrong, and I tried all the steps that like you just did right now, and I have it in the terminal, and it even tells me like that I'm at it, and then my login and password, and I know it's right because I tried it on NASA. But whenever I try to plug it into the notebook, it keeps saying like user login fail. So I don't know what I must be doing something wrong that I don't know that I'm doing.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Share screen.
Okay, so
Hold on, let me make it. There we go. That's probably better.
yeah.
So I typed it into the terminal, and then I was able to cat it.
All right, so you have a file.
Yeah, I have the file.
All right, if you copy from that notebook, the one you were just about to open, just below that picture of Hawaii is the link, the wget link. So if you copy wget and that URL just below there,
In this one?
Yeah, so wget and the not the, yeah, just from there to the end of zip.
Oh, to the end of zip. Oh, okay.
Just to find the web address and the wget.
Uh-huh.
No, just from this one line up.
Oh, one line up. Sorry.
The end of zip on that line above.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw the other zip, so I assumed it was that one right here.
Yeah. There.
Okay.
Right. Copy that, and then go back to your terminal and paste it. Okay. So I think this is maybe similar to what Alex was getting. Next, go back and just take the HTTP part, or you could even click on a link if you find it. Yeah, there. Click on that. And you have to accept the end user agreement.
Oh, is it at the
Yeah.
bottom?
I think, yeah.
That's all I had to do. That's why it won't let me in.
I think so. We'll see if you need to add an area of interest as well.
So
Yeah.
I just got to this point and now I tried it back in the Jupyter lab and it won't go. So I'm curious to see what happens now, if it works for you in the notebook.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I think I'm good. So do I rerun this from the beginning?
If you haven't, well, you can probably just rerun the cell that you do the downloading in.
Which cell is that? Is it up here?
Yeah, just after Hawaii.
After Hawaii, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
this one.
Yeah, that's the downloading cell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it was the accept. I was trying to follow before, but I guess I just wasn't following that well. Okay. Cool.
So what is causing this issue with the region of interest? Because when I ran the notebook, what I did was, I mean, I have my ID and my password in the right file and everything. But when I saw that in the first code cell that's on the notebook, there was this ASF user equal quote, and it was kind of empty. I put my name there, my username and my password there, and it did everything. I guess it didn't need to go find my file with my username and everything because I gave it directly there.
That's right.
And there were no issues about this region of interest and stuff, but I don't know where that's coming from, and I don't want it to happen to me, not know what to do whenever that happens eventually.
Right. Well, if it's downloading, that means that your credentials work, I think. So that's one thing. But you still need to make sure that the file is correct, because there's a later step where it downloads the DEM from the SRTM DEM for your area, and it needs the credentials to work for that to work. So if you manage to get through that step, and then you manage also to download the DEM at the verified DEM step.
I ran the whole thing and it worked.
Yeah. So I think the verified
them
DEM gets the maybe Yunjun can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that it uses your netrc file then.
Right. So the .NET-RC file is definitely the recommended way to save your credentials. Then all the script, including this one and other scripts later on, will just grab it directly without you to manually specify the user password every time.
So if you're feeling really brave, you could delete that entire Jovian work, whatever it is, interferogram directory, and run it again without typing in your name and password. I don't know how brave you're feeling. You could also change the directory name that it makes, I guess, and try again just for fun.
Just to
I think that would count as modifying the notebook for the purposes of homework.
I agree with that. Alex, do you did you succeed?
I have success. Yes.
Oh, great,
Awesome. Thank you.
great.
Well, I'm so happy now. I was like really eager for the whole day was going so well. And I was like, I can't believe I'm following along. I was really enjoying Garrett's lecture and I was like amped. And then like, I don't know, 10 minutes into the last lecture, I was like, oh, I cannot participate anymore.
Yeah. That's funny. I had the exact same experience.
Yeah.
And then I just like lost an hour of time trying to figure this out. And I feel like I missed content, but I think they're posting the videos.
Yes.
The strip map notebook takes a while to run. I think I remember hearing that. Is that
It
everyone
does.
else's?
You can also kind of cheat by just not instead of running it step by step like it says there, you could just run it with minus steps and no other arguments, and it will run to the end, and you don't have to do anything. The reason it takes so long, well, one of the reasons it takes so long is that we stop at every step and tell you what's happening, but you could equally run it with no arguments, and it will run every step one after the other, beginning to end.
Okay.
I don't think we ever tell people that.
I don't know why. That's actually literally what I do in reality.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's probably nice to have it run once so you see all the printouts and then you save it. You know,
Oh
as a
yeah, well,
PDF
we
and
show
have
you
it-
all the outputs of all the steps exactly, like, and plot them. Normally it doesn't do that. It just formats all the text page after page of terminal stuff. We could have like a slimline version of the notebook, which is just like one cell. Maybe that would also count as valid for homework.
So to Catherine's question, yes, you could. That's one way to go if you want. Based on Harish's note, I think you could also, if you just want to try to change the set of parameters, to change, for example, using different unwrappers, or change the filtering strengths, or add other processing parameters, that also counts.
You could process it at full resolution, or like full extent rather than cropping it.
That sounds like that might take a minute or two.
Well, you're running it on 16 cores with good RAM. Yeah, it'd take longer.
Okay, thank you guys.
16 threads.
Well, thanks for your help. I'm gonna sign off, but appreciate the patience.
Great. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
You're muted.
Sorry, I just popped on here really late because I was having some issues, so I didn't want to only lurk, but I think I should be in good shape for the rest of today's homework. But thanks, I enjoyed just hearing that I'm not the only one having some issues and stuff like that, but I think I have the connection things all set. So thanks so much for today. It was really, really interesting and I'm excited.
Thanks, come.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right, thanks everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry guys, I got here late too, but it seemed I think I can probably see you in the morning at the morning office hours if anything comes up.
Well, you got 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, but I just had to reboot my computer because silly USGS software update requirements. And so
yeah, so Alex Hayton was just saying the same. She was having all sorts of USGS related computer problems.
Yeah, if anybody has, if you run into, I don't know, maybe I should make like a forum post about how to deal with the USGS issues, like
I think you would
all
help
the
at least one
SSL
other person.
Yeah, SSL certificates and all sorts of other stupid problems.
That would definitely help one other person.
Yeah. Who was it? Who was the other one?
Alex Haytham.
Alex. Okay. I don't recognize
He
the
works
name.
on.
Oh, the one who was just here a second ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He works on like the National Seismic Hazard Map.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now the name is, now I'm like bringing the names together. Okay. Yeah, I can, well, I'll try to message her and see if I can help with any of that stupid stuff.
He was certainly expressing some frustration earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.
Yes. Have a good evening.
See you tomorrow.
I think we're done.
Yeah,
I think so.
nobody else is left except us.
We're done.
Great.
Thanks for coming,
Great work today.
That was helpful.